Hello, it's great to see you again. Today, our lecture is devoted to the Alexander the Great, an ancient Macedonian ruler and one of the history's greatest military mind. Alexander was born in Pella, Macedonia, in 356, of course, before Christ, as a son of King Philip II and Queen Olympia. But, well, there is a very interesting story at the very beginning of his life. Some historian says that real father of Alexander the Great was Zeus, the ruler of the Greek gods. That's the reason he was involved in gods' fights, intrigues, and it's the reason why his life was so interesting and sometimes tragical. Well, from very beginning, from his childhood, probably thanks his mother, who was very careful about his education, he got the best tutors as it was possible, including Aristotle, who taught him whole his life. And I think he had very big influence on his mind, character. And what's interesting, whole day, Iliada was his famous book. And of course, Heroes was inspiration for his life and for wars, and so Achilles was his personal hero. Well, we can see at the Alexander from very different point of view. We can see from historical as a very big military general, and from psychological point of view, and also mystical. It's interesting because sometimes we can have an impression he was like a toy in God's hand. Well, look, when he achieved his goal, he conquered Persia, he settled down a kingdom, he joined Greek and Persia empire under his rule. To achieve it, he have to kill the best friends. And according to historians, he fell in alcoholism. And some of them says he was a little bit mad. And he died in 32 when he was 32 years old. And there is some question mark. Why? Some says because of malaria or the other problem with health. But some historian says he was just poisoned by his enemies. So his life was very short. Practically as a king lasts 10 years. And he conquered very, very, very big territory. settled down hundreds of towns. And for our culture, it's very important because he opened Greek and whole Europe to the Persian tradition, and this period called Hellenistic period, So I prepared some material for you. The first, number one, you please click link number one, and I think it's a very interesting story about Alexander's life. It's I think, fantastic documentary film showing his life, and you will find there are some reconstruction of 3 main battles, and you will see how genius he was, how perfect strategy he was, and he was only 20 years old. So, okay, it's the first one. And second one, it's a story about make-off. It means how was prepared a film by Oliver Stone, Alexander. You will find some scenes from pictures, some scenes from how crew of the film is working. And the next one, you will find story of Colin Farrell, who is playing main role as Alexander in Oliver Stone film, and how he's preparing during more than 1 year to become Alexander. It's fantastic to be with him and to see how he's changing very much from just ordinary man. You will see how he's becoming a king, powerful. Well, so, and next material you will find also some picture from realization of this film, and in last 2 just pieces of Oliver Stone, Alexander. Unfortunately, it was possible to show to you only these very short pieces of film because of limitation of copyright. So, if you will enjoy this film, well, I would say, and I warn you, for someone it might be a little bit too brutal. But if you will like it, I think it is possible to go to the library and to ask about this film, Alexander, from 2004, and to enjoy seeing this epic story. So take care and have a good time, and see you very soon again. Bye bye.